Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to another arena warm-up. Assalamu alaikum to Iram, Balal, Zaid. Who's here? Okata, Lasanek, Mystic. How you doing, guys? So this is another arena warm-up. I'm going to try and do my best not to argue with these people who come on now. I'm going to try and line them up for the arena. I'm not going to try to refute them, even if they've got crappy... I don't know. No, if it's a crappy argument, it's pointless, isn't it? Well, if the argument's not crappy, then we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so Iram, if you want to make a welcome mat for our people, we can continue. So basically, what the warm-up is just to see whether or not there are people who are ideal guests for the arena. So if they have kind of something, shall I say, unique, something a little bit different, or something that may not have been explained definitively, or some new argument that's out in the stratosphere. But what I'm not going to try to do, I'm going to try not to do, is to refute it. But there has to be some level of, there's got to be some standard for people to get into the arena. They shouldn't just be able to waltz in with a pathetic argument. We might even need to have like a audition trials, or like like X Factor kind of auditionees. we might even have to start doing that. We might have to literally, whoever has come on gets to come onto the arena is somebody who has come through some kind of scrutiny. We can't just have randoms turning up, because it's the argumentation is just so bad. So bad. Anyway, let's see what these two... remember, this is a stream for non-Muslims. This is not Muslims. This is for non-Muslims. Muslims, you can jump on my chills, my shop lives, and stuff like that. Arena warm-ups and arena are just for Muslims. Muslims alone. And this guy wants me to answer his question. Yes, it's Gaffa Sniz. Yes, mate.
Hello, brother. You're right.
I'm always all right, mate.
Yeah, man. Again, why do you think I'm not sincere?
When did I say you're not sincere?
No, because obviously you said I'm an undercover Christian, but I'm not. I'm agnostic.
I disagree.
I swear down to you. You me? That's
I
why
don't care.
I
I don't really care. I don't believe you. You're a Christian, mate.
No. I swear to God.
100%. You swear to who? You swear to who?
I'm looking into Islam.
Yeah. Look, you're a Christian, mate.
The thing is, isn't it? I don't believe in a triune God. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I know. But you're a Christian. We both know you're a Christian. I'm
not. No.
You are. You're a Christian, mate.
Why are you assuming that? Why are you assuming
because I can smell it. Anyway, what do you want?
You can smell it.
Yeah.
All right. I had a question in it. 1 second. Let me look. Hopefully I don't disconnect. Where is it? All right. You know, in Quran, it claims that Prophet Muhammad was poisoned.
Where in the Quran does it say that?
1 second. Quran, I think Quran 6. Where is it? Quran 69:44. 1 second. I think so. 1 second. Let me look at the verse. Yeah. Quran 69:44.
Quran 69:44. Just 1 second. Let me see if I got my Quran nearby. Yeah. Quran what? 69:44.
No, it says 69:44 to 46.
1
it
second.
Says had.
1 second. 1 second.
All right.
Okay, 1 second. 69 what? 42 to 46. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I do swear by whatever you see and whatever you cannot see. Indeed, this Quran is the recitation of a noble messenger. It is not the purpose of a poet. It is not the prose of a poet, as you claim. Yet you hardly have any faith. Nor is it the mumbling of a fortune teller. Yet you are hardly mindful. It is a revelation from the Lord of all the worlds. Had the messenger made up something in our name, we would have certainly seized him by his right hand, then severed his aorta, and none of you could have shielded him from this. Indeed, this Quran is a reminder to those mindful of God, and we certainly know that some of you will persist in denial, and it will surely be a source of regret for the disbelievers. And indeed, this Quran is the absolute truth. So glorify the name of your Lord, the greatest. Okay, yeah, what's your point?
A hadith by Aisha, yeah, it says, Prophet Muhammad came to us saying, I feel the pain from the poison. I'm gonna ask you something. I forgot that. 1 second. Let me look up. Can you explain that for me, please?
Yeah, I believe the iota in the Arabic in the Hadith is different to what it is in the Quran. First thing, second thing, it's just an expression of. It's not unnecessary to talk about specific thing. Third thing, the Quran says if he invents a verse about us, we'll take immediately take him. Yeah. Well, the Quran was completed. Okay, so if any of the verses of the Quran would have been invented by Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him, he should have been taken by and killed by his iota, have his iota severed before getting to finish the Quran. If he got to finish the Quran, that would tell you that none of the verses were invented by him. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, it's such a bad question.
It's not so bad question.
It's such a bad question.
How is it such a bad
It's embarrassingly bad question.
Because I'm reading the English and it says
no, you're not at all. Listen.
And then the hadith says iota.
We both know you're a snake. We both know this.
I'm not.
You're not reading the Quran with some inquisitive mind to consider accepting Islam.
I'm not.
Yeah?
You're a snake, mate. I'm considering.
You're a snake, mate. You're a snake, mate. And your argumentation is so 1980s. I mean, come on. Bring.
No,
oh, 1 second, bro. 1980s is on the phone. He wants his arguments back.
No, listen. I'm literally
on your bike, son. On your bike. Stupid. They don't think we've not heard this so many times, and they don't think that I've refined my response to it in such a way that there's just nowhere to go. Unreal. I'm not a Christian. I'm an agnostic and I'm interested in Islam, but I want to know this famous anti-Islamic argument that I've not seen a rebuttal to because I'm in an echo chamber and nobody will give me the answer. Yeah, we know, mate. We know. Oh, sorry, that guy's not going to make the arena, is he? Yeah, mate. Gaza genocide, whatever. Yeah, what? I know you want to make some big statement with your profile picture and what you've wrote, but it ain't going to get flown. But have you got an argument or not? Hey, welcome, Sam Sarah. Are you going to make an argument or not? No? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. See? You thought you were going to make some big statement with your profile picture and your little name you gave yourself? Garu. Or should I say Garu? Yeah, mate. What do you want? What?
Good evening.
What? Say again?
Good evening.
I couldn't hear you.
Good evening.
Yeah. That don't fly either. That's definitely a voice changer. Anyway, where were we? Let me pin this link before all the crazy start. Anyway, these people are not worthy of the arena. Maybe I should have let that Gaffers fly just to embarrass him in the arena, but I'm feeling a bit charitable today. So I thought I would give him some leniency, some mercy. All right, I'm logged in as the wrong account. Okay, 1 second. No. It's so funny. My own channel's telling me don't want to become a member. Please. Chill out, channel. Pin message. There we go. What perks do I get? She said, "Good evening, brother," but I could hear that it was that was definitely voice changing. I'm sure I could hear some geezer's voice in the background. initially. It took so long to set it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Come back. We'll see. I doubt it. Earth mouth waggles. Yeah, I think maybe they were. I think maybe they were. Yeah, I heard a geezer at first. I heard that. You know what I'm saying? You look refreshed, mashallah, and slept very well. Yeah. I did indeed. Well, slept on and off, actually. I actually went to bed at 6, woke up at 8, did the school run, came back, went to bed at about 10 and 10-ish. Well, I went to get a haircut. Then I went to sleep again about 10:30 or something like that. Woke up 12:30 for Jummah. Came back from Jummah. No, actually from Jummah, went straight on the school. I'm thinking where the sleep was. I went straight from Jummah, picked up my daughter, came back 4 o'clock-ish, did a bit of reading, fell asleep for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, something like that. It's the haircut, bro. It's a haircut. It just gives me this kind of fresh, crisp, lean look. Right. Yeah, it's warm already. Yeah. I mean, these arguments are so bad. It looks like you've got a long night ahead. I think so. Indeed. Yes, mate.
Your daughter's a Muta girl.
Yeah. Okay. My daughter is a Muta girl. Oh no. I'm so offended. Let me explain something to you with your little voice flex going on. I'm Generation X. Whatever you say, you're just a dog barking. Yeah. Does your sleep patterns affect you negatively? My sleep patterns are mad at the moment, and I've got everyone caught in the net with me because our gaming streams. I'm listening in the background. This message is going to be fantastic. Yeah, they're all coming, bro. They're all coming. We're waiting for them. We like them. We like them. We know it. We know they're hurting. We know they're hurting. No one can come on and say, "Oh, you know what? You said something, and I disagree with you, and I think God Logic was correct in what he said because of this such a thing." It's just God Logic cooked you. Yeah, right. Keep telling yourselves that, children. So we're going to warm up till about, I think, till 9 o'clock-ish. Can I block? Yeah, I can block. I mean, I should see as soon as I see him on his his name, he called himself God Logic 1. What's this? The one guy claimed you staged a short because the Christian laughed at himself for his dumb argument. Asked him for evidence it was staged, and his best side was you both laughed because he realized how stupid he was sounding. It was live streamed. This is the amazing thing, right? These Christian arguments, right, are so bad that people actually think they're staged. They're thinking there's no way a Christian could come and say this. It's definitely a setup. They want to make Hamza look good, winning all his arguments. So he must be hiring people to pretend to be Christians so he could look good and grow. And yeah, right. That's how bad your arguments are. Oh, bismillah. Thank you. That's how bad their arguments are. That they think we have to stage them. We think we have to invent them. You know what I mean? Subhanallah. Hamza, can we debate Buddhism versus Islam? Why would I waste my time debating a religion that doesn't believe in God? Oh, what do you want now? The neck.
Yo, brother, I'm being sincere, and I don't think like I'm a Christian, bro. I'm not a Christian, man. Come on. Did you see the message that I sent you?
I don't read the private chat. What do you want?
Don't read the private chat.
No, not bothered.
No, but the thing is, can I come like every time I ask you questions? Because you seem like the guy like that can answer my questions, innit?
No, I'm not here to do that, mate. I'm not here to do the Christian Prince playbook. I'm not here to do that job. That's not how I roll. Otherwise, you just keep coming with stupid question after stupid question after stupid question. Oh, there's going to be a lot of trolls in the chat, but listen, mods, hold your fire. Don't just get rid of them. Remember what we say. They come in here dripping in toxicity. They've been sucking at the teats of God Logic and Sam Shimon and David Wood, and they think they're coming with something relevant, and they're filled with all that dripping toxicity. We just let them chill, let them settle. If they become a little bit too stupid, then we get rid of them. But we know. Yeah, I'm just letting Sarah know. I'm just letting, or Laith know. Just Sarah, because she's kind of new. So yeah, we don't block people just because they say something that might upset us or anything like that. It's just if they become really stupid, then we just get rid. Simple as that. But yeah, unless it comes to that point, because we want them to kind of soak up the ambience. Yes, mate. Yeah. GG. GGBG. You gonna speak or what? You're muted, mate. You're muted. Yes, mate.
Your prophet is a dead dog and I piss on him daily.
God. Oh dear. They were doing this, I think, on the stream yesterday as well. Oh well. Don't worry, let them say what they want to say, innit? Yeah, they're banned. I banned them anyway. Yeah, that's what they do. Come on, we know where they roll. They can't deal with the argumentation, so they have to come on and insult and mock and whatever. And you there, Matt. Rice. Salam alaikum. Jason Burns.
Bless you.
Okay, mate, all right?
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about, with these debates that have been about the Islamic dilemma and
What the what dilemma?
what's that?
You said the what dilemma?
Well, I just wondered, when the Quran says check the people of the book and it will verify the Quran, how does that apply today? Does that not apply today?
No. Islam is for you today. This was a kind of revelation for the Jews and Christians of the time of Muhammad to recognize Muhammad as a prophet, who they were waiting for.
Okay. So, is there any verses like in the Quran that abrogates that?
What do you mean?
Like, if you see, I just don't understand. Like, if it's, I understand what you're saying, but the arguments that you're making about this book was given to Jesus, and then it's saying go and check the people, cheap people of the book. So you're saying that in the time of Muhammad, there were these people that had a book from Jesus, and all they had to do is go and check that to verify the Quran. Is that what you're saying? And then it doesn't apply today.
No, not to verify the Quran, to verify the messenger.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. But what I can't understand then is, when the Quran says God's word can't be changed.
Yeah.
So you believe that God is great, God is sovereign, God is all powerful. So why would God allow his word to be changed from an Islamic point of view? If you believe God is sovereign, he's in control, he's all powerful, he gives his word, it can't be changed. So he gives it to Jesus. Why would God allow Jesus' words to fall to the ground?
Jesus' words were just for the people of his time. Before
Yeah, but
Muhammad.
it's still you think you think that with
The
it
Quran, the
with it
Quran
being
answers your question. The Quran answers your question. The Quran says
how
we
does it
left.
answer?
The Quran says we left the previous revelations in the hands of the rabbis and the monks. Basically means in the hands of the people. But this revelation,
Right.
the Quran, this revelation, I'll protect. So Allah never offers the protection to the previous revelations. There's no need to.
Well, I take what you're saying, but the thing about that point, Hamza, is whenever you look at it's referring to the Injil or the Torah. There's very often it says Injil, Torah, Injil, and Quran, and he calls the three scripture.
We believe in the three revelations. Okay, we believe in the three revelations. Yeah, to the previous prophets and to Muhammad. The only, according to what we believe as Muslims, based upon what the Quran says, only one scripture was preserved, which is the Quran. So it's not surprising to us to see no remains of the Injil or the Torah that was revealed to Moses and revealed to Jesus, because Allah never promised to preserve them, and he left that in the hands of the rabbis and the monks.
To be honest, I just think that I can't understand how. This is genuine. Like I've got loads of verses here. I
Can
don't
I be
want to
genuine
read
with you,
them out.
Jason? Can I be genuine with you,
No,
Jason? Jason,
like
can I be
because
genuine with you, Jason?
yeah, yeah,
Can I be? I don't really care.
okay, all right.
I don't really care whether you understand it or not, because of course you're coming from your own worldview. So of course, if this doesn't marry with your view, you're looking for anything to try to scrabble out of it. I get it. I understand it, but that's no concern of mine.
But there's got to be evidence as well, though, isn't there?
I'm sorry for what? Like, I'll give you an example. Right,
That,
I was reading something
that,
today.
that-
Be very. One second. One second. You know when you read the Old Testament, do you think it's all true? What you read today in the Old Testament?
yeah, but you're equivocating now, bro. You
No, no, I'm
always
just
do this.
no, because we're talking about
You
evidence.
always do it.
No. I know because I've just told you I'm not interested whether you accept what I've just said to you. I'm not really bothered. Okay, but I just want to understand something. I'm just
So
using you
what?
now as
So
a
why?
muse
But why are you bothered now? What I say?
because you're a Christian,
You're not
and
bothered.
so I'll tell you why.
You're
I'll
not
tell you why.
bothered, but now you're bothered.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference.
It's
Okay,
not fair, Hamza. You're not fair.
I'll explain the difference. I'll explain the difference. I'm asking you about what you believe as a Christian from your perspective, from your worldview, because I don't understand something either. Now, you can say the same thing to me. I don't care whether you understand it or not. After you give me the explanation and if I don't accept it or not, you can say, well, I don't really care if you accept it or not. You can do the same thing. I'm giving you the opportunity to return the favor, if you like. So, because I was reading something today about Deuteronomy 21:23, where it talks about the one being cursed hanged on a pole. And then Paul reiterating this in is it in Galatians? I think it's Galatians he repeats it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Galatians, yeah.
How do you understand that verse 21:23?
I'd have to study it, bro, but it
No,
seems to
just
be
look at it. Look at it
about
as give
judgment.
me an ad hoc response. I'm not going to pin you to the response. Just give me your basic response because I don't
We'd have
get
to
it.
look at our We'd have to look at our tafsir, but for just off the top of my head,
Yeah.
it seems to be a judgment, a kind of judgment for crime or something like that. But I don't want to be
Do you
dogmatic.
believe?
I'd
Do
have
you
to.
believe? Okay, but just so I understand your perspective, do you
But,
believe?
but wait, but Hamza, just wait a second, please. It has to be a fair dialogue
Okay,
because
I'm going to be fair with you. Listen, Jason.
because you're always switching, and
No,
it's not fair,
I'm gonna
bro.
I'm gonna be fair with you. Yeah, I'm gonna let you come to the arena as my first guest. Okay, happy?
It's up to you, bro. I mean,
No,
I'm
because
just here.
no, because I'm
I
gonna
just saw
because
you.
look, because I like you, and I think you ask fair scholarly questions. So I'm gonna have Ijaz there. I'm gonna have Hashim there. And so these will be able to answer your questions definitively with regards to texts and
I'll
such.
just show you something about my family, Hamza. Just I'll just show you something.
Oh wow, that's random.
It's my dad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Didn't your dad die?
No, I'll just show you. He's
Who died a while ago? Was it your mum?
my mum, yeah, but there, my
Right.
dad's in hospital, so
Oh
I'm
dear.
not feeling too good.
Right.
He's had pneumonia and blood poisoning, so I'm not feeling too strong to be debating or talking to guys. I just came on with you.
Yeah, no.
Was
Okay, that's fair. But I just want to ask you a
you
question
know
because I've got Jason Burns here, and I know this man does his studies. So it's like Allah sent you to help me understand something. Because there's two ways to understand Deuteronomy 21:23. Either the one who is killed and put on the pole is the one who is cursed, or the one who does the putting on the pole and leaving them there is the one who's cursed. So it's either the one who's hung on the pole is cursed by God,
I think it's
or
the one who's hung on the pole.
you think it's the one who's hung on the pole. So you think
Yeah,
God curses anyone who gets hung on a pole. So all these, for example, Pharisees, all these Jews in the time of Jesus who were crucified by the Romans, you believe God cursed them all?
well, if you remember, Paul said,
No.
it's
This is me.
I'm explaining to you from
No. What
our
you do?
paradigm.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I don't need you to do that. I know what you're doing. I don't need you to do that. Okay. What you're trying to do?
You can't control my
I'll explain
response.
I'll explain what I'm doing. I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm saying the idea that innocent people who the Romans crucified, God would curse, is absolutely absurd. I've seen the Jewish understanding of it, and the Jewish understanding of it is not the one who is hung on the pole is the one who gets cursed. It's the one who leaves them on the pole because it defiles the land. Okay, so they're killed for whatever crime or whatever, but then when they get hung on the pole as an example for people, God says, don't leave them there because you'll defile the land. Okay. Now, of course, you need it. You need it without a shadow of a doubt. You need it to mean the one who gets hung on the pole gets cursed by God, because then otherwise Paul makes no sense. As a Pharisee with Pharisaic teachings, quoting something which completely against Pharisaic teachings would be absurd. So you need it to mean your understanding of it. But your understanding of it, I don't even have questioned it. Why would God curse innocent victims of crucifixion?
Right. Can I answer a
Yeah.
couple of things?
Mm.
Couple of things is you have to understand from our point of view, when Jesus was going to the road to Emmaus, he explained he explained from the Old Testament, the Torah and the Sabor, about himself. So we believe that everything in the Old Testament is somewhere connected to Jesus Christ. So we believe that the high priest was pointing to Jesus being the final priest. David being a king, the kings point to Jesus being the final king. Just let me explain. The prophets, Jesus is the final prophet, the prophet, priest, and king. So all the types. So we would say that these things that it's about cursing there, but it'll be pointing in everything's pointing in the Old Testament to Christ. That's what we believe. That's the first thing. The second thing is in the time of Jesus, the Jews, the idea that the Messiah would be crucified, sometimes they were expecting two Messiahs, but they were expecting a Messiah to come and fight and battle and with an army. And so the idea that the Messiah would be crucified was an anathema. So just taking your point of view is that why would the Christians be preaching Christ crucified when they know that the Jews are looking back at
Do
that
you know what?
passage
Do you know what you've just
and
responded?
thinking that this is crazy?
Do you know
Can I
what you've
just
just
finish?
done?
They would think it's just crazy.
Do you know what you've just done? You've
I've
just
just
read
tried
your
to explain.
worldview, and you just read your worldview into history. Ignored anything I just said. You just said,
But,
"Well,
but it's
Paul says
theological.
everything," but it makes no sense. Why
No,
would
but
why?
history and theology go together. They can't
Okay,
separate history and
so
theology.
in answer to my question, those Jews who refused to bow to Roman rule in Judea and were crucified for sedition, You're saying God cursed them?
Well, I think what you're doing there, you're reading too much into that passage. From my
No, I'm
understanding,
asking
that
you that
passage,
question first of all.
no,
I'm asking you
that
that.
that Judges passage, I'd have to look at it and study it. I don't want to go.
No, but
I
this is
don't
what
want
you're
to be.
saying. You're saying
I
because
don't
you've
want to
just.
be dogmatic. But you're
I don't
saying
want.
it's
Yeah.
innocent. You're saying it's innocent. I would not say that passage. I'm just going off memory. I'm getting a bit old, bro. But I don't think it's about innocent people on a pole in terms
Said
of.
anyone.
It's about a criminal.
It said
It's about
anyone.
some.
Anyone. It says anyone hung on a pole. What are you talking about?
Right. Well, I'd have to study that then, Hamza. I don't want to be dogmatic, so
Yeah.
I'd have to
Because
study.
what your Christianity teaches right now is that the Romans, who were pagans, who crucified Jews, who were God's chosen people, God curses his chosen people for refusing to bow down to pagans. That's your worldview right now. Oh, sorry, that's what your worldview dictates according to Paul.
The Jews are cursed.
No. Anyone hung on a pole. So if the Romans, pagans, crucified God's chosen people for refusing to bow down to their paganism and their occupation of Judea, I think at one point 600 were crucified. All Pharisees, all
Yeah,
hung, or crucified. According to you, it's not the
but that,
pagans get cursed; it's the ones who were crucified.
but that, but that, but that, but with all due respect, that's according to your exposition of that passage. If you're
No,
doing
no, 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 no,
exposition,
no, no. I didn't
no,
give you my
if you
exposition of
read
that.
we'd have to go into reading it. Listen,
Jason,
read John
Jason.
Gill. Have you heard of John Gill? John Gill,
Jason,
Matthew Henry, Albert Barnes. We'd have to
Jason,
look at that and then the
Jason.
Hebrew.
It's an easy
So
solution. It's an easy
it's just
solution.
but can I just finish, please,
Yeah,
Hamza?
go
Because
on,
I've
go on,
listened to you with
go
respect.
on, go on.
Because it's all your argument is based on your exposition, and I'm saying exposition.
It's incorrect.
Really, I could say eisegesis, but I'm trying to be
Okay.
respectful.
Listen to this. Listen to this. This is from. Have you heard of? I got this from a website actually. So, bear with me a second.
If you go to Bible Hub and read John Gill was an expert in
One second.
Hebrew.
One second. One second.
If we go to him, I mean, do you want me to read him?
So this is how the Jews translate the verse. Yeah. If a man commits a sin for which he is sentenced to death, and he is put to death, you shall then hang him on a pole. But you shall not leave his body on the pole overnight. Rather, you shall bury him on that same day. For hanging a human corpse is blasphemy of God. And you shall not defile your land with the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance. So in this understanding of 21:23, according to Jewish understanding, it's not the criminal who is cursed by God. Because remember, somebody who sentenced to death for a sin, their sin is expiated through their death. Yeah. So it's saying those who leave them hanging on the pole, those who do the hanging. So in my understanding, the Romans would be the ones cursed by God, not the Jews who were crucified by the Romans. But this would then throw Paul into a problem because Paul needs it to be the other way around. And it clearly can't be unless God is so unjust. He curses his chosen people for being victims of a sadistic pagan occupying army.
We'd have to read, if you go on Bible Hub, if you read John Gill,
All right, no worries.
you read,
I'm not going to punish you too
you
much
read,
on this because
you,
this is
you
raw.
read,
I know.
you read. I'd have to be prepared to study it and then come
I
on.
agree. I agree.
But
Look,
if you go to Bible Hub, I can recommend John Gill. He was an expert. He was left a lot of rabbinic literature. He was a Reformed Baptist, and he was an expert in Hebrew, Syriac, Greek, and he'll give a good exposition. And then there's Albert Barnes. There's a lot of good scholars, old
do your
scholars
research. Let me know.
that are not tainted, But
Because
I just want to say,
this is like a key witness to me demonstrating Paul wasn't a Pharisee. Because a Pharisee
I
would
don't
know
think,
that that's not what it meant.
but that's assuming your interpretation.
Well, let's see in it. Jewish interpretation says it.
Because you don't see any of the
I said in the event of.
apostles.
Look, Jason.
But you
I
don't
didn't.
see. But can I just say, you don't
Jason.
see
No.
any
What
of
did I
the
say?
apostles
Jason, what did I say?
expound it like you said.
Jason, what did I say? What did I say? I said, if Paul is saying this thing, and it goes against the Jewish understanding of this verse, then that means Paul can't have been a rabbinical Pharisee who knew what the verse meant. He came with a Hellenistic understanding of it, which is completely different to what the Jewish would have understood it. I'll leave it there. I'm not going to bully you on it. I'm not going to pin you on it. It's new information.
I can't. When you say that, Paul, to me, I've just been going through Romans. Have you ever gone through You've gone through Romans, yeah? I've just been reading through Romans, and to me, I've been reading Paul for like 30 years, and for me to hear you say that, to me, it's like you're saying Jesus on the moon.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Jason.
On the moon. It's
Jason,
like, well, I mean, I'm willing to
Jason,
debate you on it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, Jason.
Well, can I just come back to the
No,
Quran?
one second. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. What I'm going to do, Jason, I promise you, once I finish my research on Paul and I'm sorting all my arguments out, yeah, I will debate you. Okay? I will debate you. All right? I'm saying that to you right now. As long as don't come all doing stupid stuff and everything and mocking and don't do that. Just keep nice and calm as we are right now. Don't, if you see me again on another stream, start being stupid. If you see me in Speaker's Corner, don't start being stupid. I'm promising you right now, Allah's my witness. Once I finish my research in Paul, because you've read Paul for 30 years, so you'll be the best person to debate on this topic, yeah? I'll debate you, yeah? On whether or not Paul is a reliable source of information. Fair?
Okay, no problem.
I'm giving you that exclusive. But when I've finished, don't start saying, "Oh, when you're ready, are you ready? Are you ready?" Just relax. Let me do my research. Let me pull my arguments together. Yeah, and then I promise you, I'll give it to you. But in the meantime, behave yourself, please. I don't want to see you mocking me or anything in other channels.
When you do that, would you give me like 2 months' notice?
100%. I'm not going to bounce you on it. Don't worry. And when I'm ready, I'll say to you, Jay, I'm nearly ready. Or when I feel I'm nearly ready, I'll say, Jay, I'm nearly ready. Let's do this. And if you want to do it in a kind of, I don't know, tables in a hall somewhere, happy to do it that way. No problem. Okay? So it doesn't have to be like this. We can have it in a tables and whatever.
Why don't we do it at London University?
Whatever. When I'm ready, I promise you, as long as you behave. But remember one thing, bro. This is my thing. Don't misbehave in between this happening. All right? I'm telling you straight. Yeah? Because people have promised debates before, when you start messing around, start making stupid quotes, I start seeing mocking, I promise you it will be over. But I'm giving you that opportunity right now, okay? So I'm giving you an exclusive.
If we do it if you give me 2 months in advance, and maybe we could do it at university.
Like I say, I don't think I'm ready for 2 months' time. Let me develop my arguments, because I'm still developing.
Oh yeah, not in 2 months' time. I mean, if you just let me know 2 months in advance.
Yeah, yeah. No worries. Yeah. Oh, it'll be televised. Don't worry. The revolution will be televised. All right. I promise you that, Jason. But just behave yourself in the meantime. Don't act naughty to get out of it either. Yeah, because what I'm coming with is going to be like a tsunami. I'm telling you. Yeah, you better be ready. Yeah, it's going to wash over you, and you're going to be like, flipping out. What am I doing? This may be the way you've come to Islam, who'll see, because you're a nice guy. I may Allah give your your father a speedy recovery, inshallah.
I've got tons of scholarship on Paul, bro.
Alhamdulillah. That's what I need. I need pushback, because right now I'm going to steamroll every Christian I speak to about Paul. I need somebody who can push back on me. I promise you, it's a tsunami that's coming. All right.
Can I just say one thing about the Quran, and then I'll go. I'll leave you in peace.
Go on.
Is when you say that the Quran, that these other books have disappeared. If you read the Quran, many times it puts the Torah, the Injil, and the Quran together, and it doesn't make sense that these have just disappeared when it's on the same. They're on the same path in terms of authority.
They're not the same. They're not the same. That's why they're not the same. The Quran was meant to be for all people of all times, so it needs to move with the times. The Injil was for the people of Jesus. The Torah was for the people of Moses. Limited time, limited people. Whereas the Quran is for all time and to be preserved. In the previous revelations, it always spoke about a messenger to come after. So after Moses, we had other prophets and such, and we had Jesus and such. Okay, now after Muhammad, there'll be no more prophets. So whatever Muhammad came with, so whatever the previous prophets came with, it didn't really matter, because it could be all ratified by the final revelation, which will be preserved. The other revelation is not preserved. The final revelation will be preserved. Yeah. So we don't have to worry too much about that. And because the final revelation, there's no more messages coming after it, that had to be preserved. Yeah. So it couldn't be altered and changed and such and such and such. Anyway, Jason, it's been real. Take care. I look forward to this debate. I would start studying now. But tsunami's coming, mate.
I won't read anything, but I've just got loads of Quranic verses. If we went through it, I believe that.
Come to the arena. Bring it to the arena. No problem. Ijaz is waiting for you.
I'm too tired. I'm worried about my dad.
Like I said, mate,
strength of mind, you know.
Like I said, mate, I'll give your dad a speedy recovery, mate.
When you call me to debate,
say Ameen. Say Ameen.
Abid, what's that mean?
Ameen. It means I agree with what you just said. When I said, may Allah give your father a speedy recovery.
Oh, Ameen.
Good man.
Amen. All right.
All right.
All right.
All
God bless
right.
you.
All
Take care.
right. Get studying. Tsunami's coming. Take care, Jason.
Bye. Bye.
Don't know what's coming. Oof. I just learned that little snippet of information today, and that's going to unbuckle so many people. Just that new little. I just read from my book, Mythmaker. So nice. And then I had a little bit of a conversation with my boy Zakir Hussain on this passage. But this makes a mockery of Paul's claims in Galatians and the whole idea of the curse, Jesus being a curse because he was hung on a pole. It just completely nullifies it. If the understanding of being on a pole is not the one who's on the pole, but the one who put them on the pole, that would then make Jesus innocent, not a curse. There's no need for him to be a curse because there is no curse for someone put on a pole. The one who leads them on the pole is the one who's cursed, and that is why, just as an example, this is why after the apparent crucifixion, they took him down before Maghrib. They took him down before Maghrib for this reason. You can't leave somebody hanging up there, according to the story. But that just gives validity as an internal critique. That gives validity that they knew that they would be cursed if they left him up there. Otherwise, why should they care? Why should the Romans care if someone's on a cross? Why should they care? You see, it all pieces together. Yeah, seriously, the tsunami of Paul is coming. Right, we got a Buddhist. What the hell does Buddhists want? Yes, mate.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, bro. I had actually two questions for you. First question is, what's the benefit in believing God? And second question is that, do you think Allah is morally a good God?
Oh, okay. So, what's the benefit of believing in God? Okay, it's having a
Yeah.
connection to the Creator of the heavens and earth, who knows what's best for us and knows what harms us. So, if you want the best guidance in your life, you need to be connected to God's guidance. So that's question number one answered. Okay. Question number two: do I believe God is moral? Yes.
Then why he made angels servant without asking them?
Why did He make angels servants without asking them? Why
Yeah.
is that? Why is that immoral?
Means, let's say that if I make you servant of mine without asking your permission, is
Why
it
is that
a
immoral?
moral thing?
Why is that immoral? God creating a creation to serve Him without question. Why is that immoral?
If I create my son and make him
I'm
slave
not
like
interested in
him?
you. I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in God creating a
Yeah.
creation of His angels to do His bidding, to not question, to not have free will. Why is that immoral?
Because in practical life this is wrong thing. All people disagree.
Oh, okay. Maybe you disagree, but I'll be honest with you. Nobody cares about you, mate. Nobody. Jamal.
Vigilant stranger, your prophet is Hindu feces, and I.
What's that? Didn't hear you. Gigi. Unmute yourself this time, yeah? Gigi. You mute. See, why you give yourself stupid names? You don't recognize your own voices, your own names when you're told. Gigi. Oh, you know what? I'm going to ban you from the studio because you're just not capable. I'm sick of seeing Gigi and then no one talking. Gigi, no one talking. Are you muted? Gigi, unmute yourself. Gigi. You know what? Make a proper name. Come with a proper name, and then we can say John, Jason, Rapinda, whoever it is. Flippin' heck, Gigi, and the person's like, because they made a stupid name and they don't even recognize their own bloody names. Oh. Well, this has been a fun warm-up. Oh. It's ridiculous. Will we be playing Uncharted today after the arena? Working tomorrow. Could well be doing so. Could well be doing so. So, what do people think of my new argument about the idea of someone being on a cross is the one who's cursed rather than the one who puts them on the cross? What do you think? Think it's a good argument? Any Christians in the chat want to challenge it? Oh. I think it's a lockdown argument, because my whole argument against Paul is a very, very simple one. If the man's a liar, if the man is inventing stuff, that would pull the whole credibility of the church fathers, the New Testament, the Holy Spirit into account. And he makes the claim. Well, either he makes the claim or Luke makes the claim, because he never makes the claim in his letters, but the claim is made about him in the gospel in Book of Acts. And so either Paul's lying about being a Pharisee, or Luke's lying about Paul claiming to be a Pharisee. Or yeah. So either Paul's lying about being a Pharisee, and when he's not a Pharisee, or Luke pretended he said he was a Pharisee when he wasn't a Pharisee. I don't know which one it is. I don't know. Brother Noor.
Me and Sam use Quran as toilet paper.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. It's good we're filtering these all out in the warm-up. And like he just said it, me and Sam. Me and Sam. So now he's demonstrated that he is a Christian. He's a Sam Shimon acolyte. And this is what they got. This is what they're reduced to. That's it. This is what they're reduced to. Now we know. Thank you, sir. We know you're a Christian now. You could have been anything before. You could have been an atheist. Could have just been somebody who hates Muslims. But now you know you're a Christian. And you're not just a Christian. You're sucking at the teats of Sam. You're a Sammy titty sucker. And now we know. So now we can use this as an example. So whenever I speak now to Christians, I'm going to say, look, we have Sam's people coming on here making disgusting things. Is this what Sam teaches? Is this where they get their things from? I believe it is. Because I hear Sam say it all the time. And when people ask me, why don't you debate Sam? I said, because this is what he encourages. This is what he develops. This is the products of him. And what's the adage? If you roll in the mud with a pig, you're just going to get muddy. Simple as that. And I don't want to get muddy. Simple as that. I will debate, Jason Burns. I've said I'll debate Jason Burns when I'm ready on the topic of Paul. All right, Isa. Time to say goodbye to you, sir. You want to lie about me? God logic lets me speak. Yeah, right. God logic lets you speak, and then when he speaks, ignores everything you've said and says whatever he wants to say. And when you try to say, wait a minute, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. You're like, yeah, but you're not answering what I say. He's look, did I interrupt him? Did I interrupt you? You're like, well, what's the point? I ask you a question, I say something, you ignore what I say, you say what you like, and then when I try to say, but you, I interrupt. And you think this is a virtue. Honestly. Let me just see what my boy thingy sent me. Sakia. Because he was the one who was supporting me on this thing. The main thing is not how curse is understood. The main issue with Paul is how he applies it to the innocent Jesus when the concept is clear about those who deserve death according to the laws of the Torah. Again, that's another thingy. So what Zach's saying is not even necessarily about who did the cursing and such. When it speaks in the Old Testament, it talks about or in the Torah and Torah what they believe to be that those convicted of a crime, where Jesus was convicted of no crime. Well, no blasphemous crime anyway. Hamza, that was some debate. They did not like that on his stream. What do you mean? Ponders 930. Yes, would.
Me and Sam and Logic piss on your mother.
My mother's dead. Can't really do that. God, the time. So Logic as well now. I'm going to get Logic to call this guy out now. Next time I speak to Logic, I'm going to say, look, we got this guy, one of your fans. Can you have a word with your people? It's embarrassing. Actually, I don't like this guy either. I'm in a blocking mood now, so you guys better be careful in the chat. Oh, it was ages ago. It was in COVID. It was 2022. Here's what it is. This is what they got. This is what it boils down to. I don't know what it's minus. Yeah, God Logic will come near the arena. We know that. Does this happen every live? Yeah. We're used to it. We're used to it. Dogs are barking, caravan's moving on. How many Hamza's heroes? I don't know. I've not really pushed it yet fully. I need to make that video. I did the live stream, but that didn't really do the job. I think I need to do the video. Let me just see. We got 83, mashallah. So we're not far off the 100. 17 more for the 100, inshallah. I'm not sure if this guy's a Muslim. I'm guessing he is. Yes, my brother. Are you Muslim? Are you Muslim?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Are you Muslim?
Oh, you're seeing me. Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm Muslim, sorry.
Okay. So just so you know, this stream is for non-Muslims, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Walaikum assalam. Thank you.
We're trying to find guests for the arena. I can't even do live to TikTok today either, because I went to pick my daughter up today. I had like half an hour to kill, so I was sat in my car outside my daughter's school with my TikTok on. Can you believe? I believe it's the Christians, obviously. They reported me to TikTok for driving whilst on TikTok, right? And I'm not got a seatbelt on. My car's stationary, yeah. Anyway, TikTok banned me. They stopped the live and give it a 24-hour ban. I appealed it to say, look, why? Because it says like dangerous something, whatever. So I appealed it, and it was like, no, sorry, you did do this. I'm like, I was sat in my car. I was sat in my car, not moving. Terrible, terrible TikTok. Proper snowflakes. Yeah. I do need to get back in touch with. Actually, I should do that. Actually, I did have Tovia Singers and concepts and everything, but I don't know what happened to it. I haven't got it. But I know a man who does. Salika bro, can you do me a favor? Can you get me in touch with Tovia Singer again? I'm sure I had his email, but I don't know. I can't find it. Could you send it to me, please? Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the arena today, Athira? It is Hashim and Ijaz and Yusuf Ponders. Mashallah, is back in. Alhamdulillah, AMT. Right, it's 9 o'clock now, so we'll do another 15 minutes before we get ready for the main event. He's another guy. I'm sick of seeing. I'm proper in a banning mood today, honestly. Yeah, proper. I'm sure it was Christians who did it. Yeah, I do, Sean. It's because pork is not food. So yeah, if you want to support my channel and what I do, become a Hamza's hero. And this will encourage me to do more for the channel. Although the more I do for the channel will be for Hamza's hero exclusivity, kind of. So basically in the patron, you'll only be able to unlock the content if you're a tier Hamza's hero tier patron, because I'll be putting content there that's only accessible to it will filter down eventually into the normal den, but not straight away. So it'll be information available exclusively for Hamza's Heroes, just as one of the perks of supporting the channel. It's £10 a month in the UK, I think $13 other places. And like I say, you get join the exclusive 500 club, inshallah. It's about £10 a month in the UK, plus VAT, I think it is, because it's a service. So I'll be forced to provide a service, which means I have to do stuff, mashallah. Hey, Bushra Ali's here. Assalamu alaikum. Why don't you debate with inspiring philosophy? He's just as doggy. He's done the same thing. I remember when he was only defending Christianity, and then he started attacking Islam, and then he started teaming up with David Wood, and then it's just like, I can't be bothered. Mike Jones, I was considering debating. I did actually offer to debate him, but then the whole thing
fizzled out. The arena tonight, and I have 250 accounts just for.
We don't care. We don't care. You'll ruin nothing, mate. You'll ruin nothing. You'll ruin nothing. I'm good, Busher. How are you? How's the traveling going? We've missed you. You've missed the gaming streams. You missed some wicked games. You missed Black Myth Wukong. You missed Last of Us, and you're missing this next one, which is Uncharted 4. You can't screen them. How can you screen them? You can't screen them. Although, if we do, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Someone's listen to their voices. Oh, we ain't got time for that. We haven't got to wait. I don't think there's a methodology to do that. Did you get me? So, oops, kid just disappeared. Have a trusted mod screen. There's no way to do it. There's no way to do it. You have how many accounts? Okay, we'll just keep on. It doesn't matter. You'll come here, you'll come there, you'll sneak through, we'll ban you, you'll come with another account, and we'll ban that account, and that's it. That's it. And you can keep creating accounts and doing as you like. Like I said, dogs are barking and the caravan is moving on. Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. I could ask them to show their faces before letting them on. Yeah, that would. Yeah, there we go. Job done. Problem solved. Okay, 10 more minutes, and then I have to go and get ready for the main arena. When I say get ready, just use the toilet and that. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, we have to filter as well, so yeah, oh, that's fair, that's good. This is your punishment for lying about debating people. I'm punishing you. Oh, is that you again? Make it so easy. Why'd you make it so easy, man? Alright. Yeah, people are always scared of coming. I mean, to be honest with you, this should be easier. This is easier than the arena, right? This is me. This is Hamza. I'm on my own. It's a little me. You know, I've got no backup. You know, people are afraid. Atheists are gone. It's like atheists don't exist anymore. They're like, poof. Our atheist responses are so brutal. I think when I say to an atheist, I don't really care whether you believe in God or not. It's kind of undermine them. It's like, what? I don't really care whether you believe God exists or not. And it's like destroyed their argument, because I'll explain how atheists work. Yeah, it's really funny. So what atheists want to do, they want to keep asking you questions, right? And asking you to prove this and prove that and prove this and prove that. And, you know, you've got no empirical evidence and blah, 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 blah. All right. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Gandiria. Walaikum assalam. Thanks for the support, man. So so with atheists, right? They want to scrutinize you. They want to scrutinize you. And they're proud of when you try to ask them, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? They're happy to say, oh, well, we don't know. Well, we don't know. Well, we don't know yet. We're proud of saying we don't know. We don't just make up an answer. We don't know. We don't do God of the gaps. We're happy to say we don't know. Okay, so this is the atheist now. We don't know. 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 Okay, mate, you don't know. Get it. I get it. You don't know. All right, why am I wrong? And they're like, what? I says, so why am I wrong for believing what I do? If you don't know, tell me why I'm wrong. And they're like, oh, yeah, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me, demonstrate to me why what I believe to be true is wrong. Because you don't know. And you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. And then if they go, well, we've got empirical evidence. And then you know, this is the scariest question you could ever ask an atheist, right? And I think this is why they're gone. Because they know they get this question. Reminded me of the last experiment you did. And they're like, what? I said, remind me of the last experiment you did that demonstrated that this thing is true. You know, your empirical evidence, you know, this thing you did in a laboratory and you tested it and you observed it and you repeated the test and you observed it again and you concluded that this must be the way it is after repeated testing. Remind me of that experiment. And I'm like, what? Well, I haven't done any experiments, but he has. Oh, hold the phone. That's empirical evidence? He told me, bro. Trust me, bro. Come on. And this is how, subhanallah, we have destroyed the atheists. They're just not here. It's amazing. They're just not here. I don't get it. I don't know. Well, I do know. Too robust. It's gonna be interesting in Speaker's Corner on this Sunday when I show my sign. Atheists, why are you here? I used to be an atheist. Took my child. It was 2 months ago now. These people think logic is that any man-made object is proof of creator, but the entire universe just poofed out of nowhere. Indeed, so Isaiah. No, atheism got nothing because they're so proud of the don't know. We're proud to say we don't know. But if you don't know, you don't know, mate. And the thing is, the beautiful thing is, if they don't accept your reasoning, who cares? You're gone. No, we're far off our target, Forest fan. So for me, atheists have just gone. Their arguments have been crushed in the arena so badly that it's just pointless. Just enjoy your Friday nights, mate. You're not coming to the arena. This is why this week I've doubled up on Christians, because I'm anticipating the Christians coming. Proudly ignorant. Yeah, indeed so. Okay, 3 more minutes. I don't think anyone's coming anyway, actually. So we'll go for the main event in 15 minutes, inshallah. Who's public service? Brother Hamza, how do you suggest we do dawah to Muslim friends, colleagues that have had a very secular upbringing but are now more interested in Islam? It's more nasiha than dawah with Muslims who are born in. Courtney says, my husband and I both converted 1 year ago. We're from Florida, of all places. Neither of our families are interested in Islam. It breaks our hearts. I wish they would reach out to you or Lantern. Oh, Courtney, just make your own family. You know the score, yeah? Have you got children in that? Just make your own family. Seriously, I advise this to anyone who is, mashallah, accepted Islam and their families are not quite with them. Just make your own family. Make a family of your own. Concentrate on that. And at the same time, you're always there for your mum, your father, your brothers, your sisters, and whatever. But just make your own family. That's my advice. Yeah, no one's saying to cut ties with your family, but I'm just saying make new family. That would be my advice. These shirts, honestly, they made me like the Hulk. We have, alhamdulillah, raising our son Muslim. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. Just be examples for them as the best you can do. What's the plan with 500 Heroes full-time YouTube? Yeah, so I'm working my way to that idea of doing this full-time, inshallah. You know, I have to lock things off if I'm going to shut down my shop, because Way works in business with wholesalers and things like that. It's like a spiral. So you have a shop, you take things on credit, you sell them in the shop, you pay the credit, you take more stock, and this is how it works. So to actually close the shop, you can't just close a shop because you still owe creditors and things like that. So the idea is I create Hamza's Heroes, creates that income once a month, helps me develop my online presence, inshallah, and helps me develop my Hamza's Den merchandising. So it creates new revenue streams. And then slowly the trajectory is to start clearing down everything that's owed by the shop. So by the time that we come to leave the shop, which inshallah will be like a year from now, we'll be in such a strong position to not need the shop, not have any debt upon us because of the shop, and we'll be freer then to do more things. So that's the kind of strategy. It's the way it is. You know, you can't do it. You can't put your time into everything. You know, and some people say to me, "Oh, you're gaming at night. You could be doing." Trust me, the times I game, I can't do anything else at that time. I can't concentrate on reading at that time or anything like that. It's just chill out time for me. So I wouldn't be doing anything else constructive at that time anyway. So yeah, so that's the plan, inshallah. And because of that support, I'll have more time to do more things, like moderated debates, like start doing some kind of dawah courses and things, all different things. But right now, I'm not in a position to do so. So I was going to try and get some big sponsors to sponsor what I do. So, you know, like I say, 5 Kuwaitis or 5 Qataris or whatever, £1,000 a month, then alhamdulillah, I can get on with doing what I'm doing. But it's like I spoke to that Kuwaiti the other day. Better to do it the other way. Better to do it, mashallah, coming to my people who've supported me, who like what I do, who've subscribed to what I do, who benefit from what I do, and give the opportunity to them to be part of what I do. £10 a month realistically is nothing, and subhanallah, and for that you become part of what I do, which is pretty cool. And it's only going to be limited to 500 people, so only 500 can be part of this process. So that's my thing. So then I'm not dancing to anyone's agenda, you know, because if you got someone giving you £1,000 a month, but they say, okay, but I don't want you to say this, or I'd rather you promote this thing, or what can you tell this person's wrong, or whatever. They might try to manipulate you based upon their support of you, and they could withdraw that support, and then obviously you're back to square one. So doing it this way, it's a long, hard slog. MashaAllah, we're on 83 Hamza's Heroes. We're aiming for 500 to make this solid and not to worry. And then that's the trajectory. So this time next year, inshallah, I'll be fully debt free with regards to my shop and my business and whatever. Inshallah, we should have the online shop going. Inshallah, we should have the Hamza's Den merchandise going. And then I should be free to do what I really intend to do and write my books. That's the plan. How you join the 500 group? The link is in the chat. There. That's the link. That's the link, inshallah. So that's the plan. That's the strategy. And remember, the enemies of Islam are getting paid. The enemies of Islam are doing this. Avery has over 1,100 patrons, and his minimum tier is £8, and his maximum tier is £42. This guy's making dough. Okay. And this is the problem, you know, just like my sister there, humble Muslim, I said, this is the problem. She's the problem. You're the problem. Sorry, sister, you're the problem, because you want us to feed our families, do this, do that, blah, 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 and try to do this full time. Yeah, you're living in cuckoo land. Okay, whereas these Zionists and these Christian missionaries are being funded unequivocally, unashamedly. But for some reason, we have some kind of shame when it comes to supporting Muslims and what they do. My humble Muslim, I don't care. You support me, don't support me. It's your business. Okay. I have 500 spaces, mashallah. Once it will fill, and it will get filled, alhamdulillah, then people who are with me, agree with me, want to see me grow, want to see me develop, want me to do more things. Right now, yeah, doing what I'm doing, I can do what I do. Alhamdulillah, if I keep my shop as it is now, yeah, I could do a Sunday chill. I could do some live streams from my shop, and I can do an arena. But if I'm freer, subhanAllah, I can start actually writing books. Yeah, I can actually start doing different programs and different things. So you can't have everything. And so for some reason, as Muslims, we're ashamed of supporting our da'is, and I think it's ridiculous. And we're fighting with one hand tied behind our backs. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, subhanAllah. But if you're one of these people who doesn't want to support me, that's your business. No problem. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'll build what I'm doing without you. Simple. All right. See you guys in the arena. Assalamu alaikum. Here comes the lion.